Guys, welcome back to Afropop E, and today I wanted to discuss the recent Cam Newton interview. This interview has caused so much discourse online, especially on X, and Cam Newton is a former NFL player. He was being interviewed by Dr. Bryant, and they were discussing the current issue with baby daddies and baby mamas and broken families. So as you know, there has been a very high rate of broken families being created in different communities, but especially within the Black American community. And so this woman was trying to ask Cam Newton, who's one of the men who has many broken families, why he's doing what he's doing. And Cam Newton was being so defensive. He basically said that he already has 8 children with 3 different women, and he intends on having more children without ever getting married. So this woman asked him, Dr. Brandt asked him, why, and he said he has this fear of divorce, which is crazy because Cam Newton comes from a family where his parents are still married, so he's not really a child of divorce. And he ended up saying that he really fears divorce and he would rather just have children outside marriage until he's ready to get married. I just wanted you guys to hear this interview and let me know what you think in the comment section below. Personally, I found this interview to be very insightful. At least it gave me a picture of how some people think and what they think when they decide to have these kinds of families. And I believe that so many men, not just black men, even white men, even African men, think like this. And honestly, it needs to be called out because this is such a selfish way to think. You're just thinking of yourself and your fears. And I like something that Dr. Brandt said. She told Cam Newton that no one gets into a marriage fearless. You just have to fear because marriage involves putting your life and a lot into someone's hands, a stranger's hands, no matter how much you've known each other. This person is not your parent, they're not your sibling, you really don't know them. It's a risk for everyone. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you're Cam Newton, whether you're Nick Cannon, whether you're a woman, whether you're a man. It always comes with a fear for everyone. So basically, Dr. Brandt told Cam Newton that when you're done creating all these broken families and you're finally ready, let's say you're 80 and you're finally ready to get married, you'll still have the fear you claim that is preventing you from getting married right now. So basically, this act of creating broken families just because you are afraid of divorce, it's pointless. In the end, you're still going to get married and you're still going to be afraid of divorce. Anyway, what do you think about this? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm just going to attach the video here so you can listen to a bit of the interview.
A lot of people see my situation and not think that I'm not high functioning.
What situation?
Okay, so I'm not married. I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
By how many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more.
By multiple women? What's the intent?
I just want God
by
to
your
bring
wife?
them. I just want God to bring them.
Oh, okay.
My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you had said, Dr. Brian, you said it, I didn't say it, I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time.
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active, okay? So you're creating, in disclaimer, the kids are innocent, they are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect and love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you, but these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all, will end up with some kind of deficit without daddy being there. Now, you chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear. And yeah, that is a low functioning behavior. To say that I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them. I'm going to wait till I dissipate my fear to find a wife where I'm still going to be fearful with, because there's no such thing as not having some type of nerve or some type of feeling behind marrying somebody. And then I'm going to build a home with her while all these other beautiful babies have houses. That's completely unfair and that's selfish. And so, yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody involved. Everybody who's in this box and that box and this box and that box and this box. And then here you go over here trying to figure out what box you're going to feed or entertain or do. Then you're looking outside to figure out who's your next victim to put in the box. It's unhealthy.
Anyway, moving on to Nigeria and Afrobeats, Omah recently had an interview with Zach Sang, and he revealed that one of the Afrobeats artists had stolen his sound. Omah really sounded sad during this interview. He said that there's one artist whom he shared his sound with, he shared some music with, he wanted to collaborate with this person, and instead this person rushed and released an album with his entire sound. And many people are speculating that Omah is talking about Rema. That's because Rema is one of the people who has released an album this year, and people believe that that sound belongs to Omah, and they think that Rema stole Omah's sound. What do you guys think about this? I will not be surprised if Rema did that, because Rema has a history of stealing. If you don't know, Rema had to steal someone's laptop, his own friend's laptop, and sold it so that he could pay for his first studio session. So it will not really be surprising to find that Rema actually stole Omah's sound. And it's quite funny and sad at the same time. I mean, Omah seems like a soft guy. He's soft. He's not the type to be so confrontational. But Rema is kind of confrontational. Even the album, he was very confrontational. Anyway, let me attach the interview. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think that Omah is discussing Rema? Do you think that Rema is the one who stole Omah's sound?
This is an artist that I love for sure. And I decided to, okay, let's collaborate. Look at where I'm heading with Afrobeat. I think this is the way. And then 5 months later, he put out an album with exactly all the same sound that I shared with him. You see? So I had to go back and remake my album, which is actually going to be the greatest album of all time in Afrobeat history.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, like,
okay.
some of the greatest pieces of art or inventions are born out of situations
Like this?
totally.
Yeah.
Because you're pushed and you're forced and you're kind of pressured to do something. Greatness comes from those situations.
Yeah. I like moments like this because it makes things come out. You know, it just makes every other thing. I mean,
you attribute that song to this new style of Afrobeats that you're creating.
Yeah, Holy Ghost is a new movement. I was going to make the whole album with the new sound, but along the line I changed my mind, and I decided to I shared an idea with a certain artist, and the artist went ahead and put out an album with my idea, and I had to go back and record my album.
Wait, what?
Wait, oh,
Yeah.
wait.
So I had this idea to do something with the sound, and he came to me and asked me, and this is definitely something I never wanted to talk about, but I just it's just been there in my mind, and like I'm pissed about the fact that I was very human enough to had shared an idea, and it happened the way it happened. But yeah, I'm making the greatest Afrobeat album of all time, and
You know, come to think of it, I see why Rema would steal Omah's sound. After releasing Calm Down, Rema must have been under so much pressure, and he wanted to release an album which will be a banger, and he has been smoking so much. I don't think he's in his element, and I was like, you know what, let me steal these soft boys songs and release an album real quick. So I wonder what Omah is going to do about that. But if it were me, I would not let it slide. Because someone like Rema can do this again and again, and he would act like he thinks there's nothing you can do about it. So I think Omah needs to square up and deal with Rema so that Rema learns not to play Omah with him. Anyway, what do you guys think about this? Do you think that Rema stole Omah's sound? Omah has since revealed that he's going to release another album. He has been working on a different sound and he believes it's going to be the best Afrobeats album of all time. I'm a huge Omah fan, so I'm here waiting to see. And if I'm being very honest, I didn't like Rema's album that much. I liked like 2 to 3 songs. The song he had with Charlie Poppy and the Yayo song. Moving to Kenya, so Kenyan couple, I don't know if they're really a couple, Lil Maina and Nikita Kering are claiming to be the current Beyoncé and Jay-Z, which is fine, it's okay, and it's dandy. The problem is, the song they released where they made this claim is not giving Jay-Z and Beyoncé level quality. I feel like Nikita Kering did not come to play. She was, of course, really hitting those vocals and she was being very talented in the song, but Lil Maina, he didn't do it for me. So I was just wondering, first, do you think these guys are in a relationship? Because I thought they were in a relationship, but now I'm starting to think they're just clout chasing. But I think they'll make a great couple. Anyway, that's it for today. Please subscribe, like, and share, and follow me on TikTok. You can also follow the other channel, Afropop Entertainment. This is the backup channel, it's just Afropop East. We'll be uploading more videos on this channel, but if you want to watch daily videos, please follow us on TikTok. Same name, Afropop East. I love you guys. Bye.